Howdy folks, for today's video I just wanted to do a quick channel status update, kind of let you know what I've been doing, what I've been working on, and just general status. So I've been working like my real job that pays me quite a few hours lately. I've been working a lot of nights and I just have been super busy and I haven't had time to put together a lot of the video projects that I've been working on. And I have all these old projects where they're just kind of incomplete, where I'm waiting to go shoot something or this or that or whatever. But just to let you guys know, I have been playing around with zinc more, and I have plans when the weather warms up a little bit to put together some 10mm zinc. And I have these little round nose ones from an NOE mold I cast. As well as I've got these truncated cone projectiles in zinc, and I've also been playing around with zinc in 44 mag, and I've figured out a pretty good load. I don't have all the little bits and pieces to put together like one of my traditionally, start to finish videos, and so maybe what I might do is just start releasing pieces of the videos, right? Like different steps, stages, and not wait until I have everything done for every project before I start posting stuff. So that's one of the ideas I have to kind of pump out some more video content without like just getting overwhelmed with, I don't know, I have like on my safe, I have sticky notes with all the different like chores I need to do for different projects, and like just looking at it I can read it. It says load and test 6.5 Japanese and cast, and then 300 blackout 125 grain reloads, a primer test of these Norma Ruog primers I picked up at Gunny's, and I got a new mold from NOE. It's the 500 Smith & Wesson truncated cone nose bullet with a hollow base with one set of pins, and then it has 3 other sets of pins to do like 350 grain, 400 grain, and 500 grain. And I think I have a list of probably, 50 things to do. And a lot of times I come and I get ready to sit down to like work on something, and then I'm overwhelmed because I just have too many things going on and not enough time to do it. And I've been working a lot just nights, weekends, and then I take a day off and then the weather is crappy. It's like rainy, drizzly, gray, and I can't get out and shoot, and so I'm just behind on things. So anyways, I've been kind of feeling a little bit down because of the lack of my ability to create content and get it out to everybody. And so one of the things I thought would be kind of a cool way to get myself back in the swing of things is to start with those short videos, and maybe, because what I've been able to produce is the podcast videos, which are just audio, right? And then I've been doing some of my old, not old, but the adventure videos, like exploring canyons and stuff like that, which I really love. But I know a lot of you guys don't care to watch that kind of stuff because it's not the genre of gun related stuff. Anyways, I have taken the plunge into shot shell reloading. I think I've bought like 4 shot shell reloading manuals, and I hope to be able to maximize basically I want to make slugs and buckshot and play around with all those. I've purchased some new molds. I have an NOE pellet mold, and I have this big fat round ball, 12 gauge round ball. I've got the little Lee, the one that Uncle Jim recommended, the 7/8. I forget what it's called. It's the one with the hollow base, but it has a little slot. Anyways, I got some, I've got some buckshot molds, some round ball molds. I'm ready to take the plunge into shot shell reloading, but the more I read, I picked up the Lyman, I forget which year it is, but the most recent Lyman shot shell reloading manual. And with shot shell reloading, it seems like it's very different from metallic reloading, where you got to like stick with specific loads with wads, powder, everything. Like, it's just a whole bunch of different recipes, and you got to follow those recipes pretty exactly, because changing one piece of the recipe could lead to overpressure or issues and whatever. So until I get more knowledgeable with shot shell reloading, then I'll probably stick with basic loads, but I'll try and find some load data and go out and shoot some of the stuff. But to help me with all this, for those of you who listen to the podcast, I've purchased a couple of shotguns recently. I've been kind of on the Turkinelli kick, or the Turkish-made shotguns. And so I picked up a lever action 12 gauge made by Panzer, and all 4 of these new shotguns are Panzer arms. And I've heard good things about them, and I'm excited to try them out. Anyways, I got one of the M4 clones, and I've never really liked the pistol grip with that stock. It felt like awkward to me. The stock felt a little too long. So I saw on Midway they had the wood furniture, and so I ended up picking up that M4 clone, and then I put on the Turkish walnut grips and stock. And I really do like the traditional shotgun style stock, and I like the look of this. This is the marine version. It's got the nickel coating, and I think it looks totally sweet with the wood combined with the nickel. So anyways, I've got these shotguns I want to play around with and test, and I've actually taken the lever gun 12 gauge out already, and I've shot some clay pigeons with it with a friend, and I was able to hit stuff, even though it's a shorter barrel. I think it's like an 18.5 or something like that, or 20. But I was able to hit the clay pigeons like without too many issues with that lever action. I noticed it was really kind of, it was raining when I was shooting, and so I had to put on gloves because it's cold and wet, and then my hands were getting a little soggy, and so it was hard on the fingers working that action. I do think I need to put like a leather wrap on the lever, but super excited to play around with that when the weather gets a little bit better, and to test out some of these shot shell reloads that I'm going to be doing. And so excited to be able to use this also, semi-automatic, and I got an AK-12, which is their Saiga 12 clone, and I want to do like maybe a side-by-side comparison with an old Saiga 12 gauge that I have, the Russian-made ones, and lots of stuff, and so I was thinking that maybe to kick this off, my new run of videos is to make a commitment today to do 1 video per day for a whole week, and then see how that goes and where that takes me. I also want to do a kind of a video series, and this is like really tricky on how to do this while still complying with YouTube's rules, but basically a casting 101, and maybe start with like where to get lead, and where to buy molds, what kind of molds, what are the differences, and start from like the prepping stage, and then get into like what are some inexpensive things that are helpful when you're casting, and I don't know, maybe do like a series on like basically intro to casting, to give some tips to, there's a lot of people who are on the fence of casting bullets, and they just want to know how to do it in a I don't know, where to get lead and all that stuff. So I want to get a video series, maybe start that, and then do shorter videos where I talk about things and I can show some stuff too, but also just keep it compliant so my videos don't get deleted. I think I've had like, I don't know, about 60 or 70 of my instructional casting videos deleted, and some of those weren't even breaking any rules, but who knows. Anyways, I'm going to keep this video relatively short today, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that I am committing to doing 1 video per day on casting and reloading, and maybe take a look at some unboxing of some of the guns that I picked up recently, and just kind of see where that goes. And then next time I get out to go shooting, then I'll be able to, you know, get some more content that way, and get the final video clips to be able to finish off some of my videos. But there's been a lot of stuff I've done and I'm like 90% finished, but then I'm just waiting, and then I forget about that and I start working on something else. So it'll be a good way to kind of clean up my queue of stuff that I'm working on. So anyways, and if there are any of you who are wanting to collaborate on Zinc load data, send me an email, Full.Lead.Taco@gmail.com, and I can give you access to a spreadsheet that I'm putting together. I think I've given access to a couple people already, and Andy, as well as Booze and Bullets, and then I think I might have posted some of James Pollard's data. But James, if you still listen to my or watch my videos, then send me an email, Full.Lead.Taco@gmail.com, and I can give you access to that spreadsheet, and you can upload whatever data you have. But basically, I want to have a collaboration spreadsheet of load data and you know, things that have worked and things that have failed. And so I'm probably going to try to include my failure data also. And that's been one of the worst things for me, is to do all this work on developing a load, and then I take it out to the range and it just does not work. It's like shooting like bad. And so that would be good to maybe share some of that, the unsuccessful attempts, so that people can maybe either guide me to, you know, on what would be, what could improve it, or what could, you know, or they could take that and try and do something different. But what I've seen so far is that I've not had luck with like traditional rifle high velocity zinc bullets, but I have had decent luck with lever guns and pistols. So cases that have kind of an overabundance of airspace, like the 44 mag and the 4570 worked really well. And I still need to do some 357, but I'm guessing it'll be about the same. The 10mm is going to be interesting, because I think you know, if you use the heavier bullet molds, you have such little space for powder. And so I've been kind of thinking of doing kind of the opposite, or maybe take like a 180 grain or you know, I don't know, 160 grain mold, and then cast zinc, so you got like a little tiny lightweight bullet, and then just try and fire that thing as fast as I can. I've been playing around with quick load a lot, trying to get load data. It's tricky too, because you don't want to work up to in quick load the highest pressure and then take those out and shoot them, because there's some unpredictability with, you know, shooting zinc. Sometimes it behaves how it is predicted, and sometimes it doesn't. So anyways, this video is kind of dragging on. Sorry, I said it was going to be a short video, but yeah. So here's to the new year, and trying to share some of the things I'm learning with shot shell reloading, with my Mech Junior Slugger press, as well as the Mech Junior, the 600 press. And I inherited a couple other presses. I think they're older Mech Juniors, so I'll go ahead and you know, try those out. And anyways, if you guys have tips of favorite shotgun loads, please send them to me. It's hard to find the load data, like I said. Most of it is in manuals that you have to purchase, and then there's some guys experimenting, you know, on YouTube and stuff. I really think it'd be fun to do some short shells, like the little Aguila, if you could find a way to clone Aguila, you know, mini shells. And so that would be fun. But anyways, take care, stay safe, and I look forward to sharing some new content with you guys, and probably in less of a high production quality, but more of short videos. And maybe I'll focus on doing some shorts and some stuff on Instagram with the reels. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and if you guys have the chance, get out and do some shooting and casting and reloading. Catch you later.